Hello and welcome to Command Engineer Videos. It's me, Command Engineer here. This is a summer special, and today we're going to be reviewing a PlayStation 3 game, but it's still a good one. Resistance Fall of Man. To the continue of this, after this we're going to be reviewing Resistance 2, and I hope you enjoy both of these reviews. I'm actually surprised I've not done these reviews yet. First of all, I'd like to say the storyline is a really deep storyline. You play as human soldiers whose planet's been invaded by the Chimera. Um, Basically, uh, you're sort of like part of um, a war in Great Britain. Um, I think it's during the 1950s. As it says in the back, it's a headset compatible. And this is one of the near first games ever out in the PlayStation 3. It's quite an early game, but it's quite a good game. I like how the aliens were designed. They look really scary and quite creepy, but they look pretty cool at the same time. You also have these zombie-like aliens later in the game, which are really cool as well. The game is sort of like a slash between Half-Life and Call of Duty. It's a really good game, and it does deserve a lot of credit. Another thing I have to say about the game is the fact that the game has a good multiplayer in it. The online is absolutely fantastic. At the end, you get to see a wee tiny bit. I mean, obviously it was just me with the two controllers, so you won't see any shooting. But I would just want to show you a wee part of how it is. The game is definitely a very good game. It deserves a lot for its good convenience in the game. The aliens do look really good, and it does have a really deep storyline. However, the game is really, really hard. It is one of the hardest games I've ever played in my life. Um, the second one, however, is not as hard, and I will get into the second one afterwards. But it is still a very good game. I like how the guns were designed. They look really realistic. The whole sort of Great Britain ruins looks really good, and it does have it has a really really good design work. The graphics are good for its time, and they're actually pretty decent still today's standard. Um, However, I wish to see more. Um, I wish there was a health regeneration and stuff like that, which would be nice if they added it in, but it doesn't really take much away from the game. The game is definitely a fun game, and I definitely do recommend the game. Um, Another thing I have to say is the, when I was filming it, I seemed to get killed in the first part, which just shows you a demonstration of how hard the game actually is. And if you don't think it's hard, then you should try it out yourself. Maybe it's just me being a noob at this game, but I definitely do think it is quite a hard game. Um, Another thing I have to say is, as usual, the game's a 15, which and it does tell you quite funnily. I actually found this, and it says if you're under the age of 18, you should have parent thingy. So yeah, it says 15. See, you need to read into more of these back of the boxes. The game was made by Insomniac Somniac Games and also Sony Entertainments. Um, the game was made in round about 2007, and it is a very good game. Definitely one of the most, definitely one of the most hardest games I've ever played. But it doesn't take away from the excitement. When this game first came out, there was a load of excitement. However, people were sliding it off because Halo was better. Now, Halo may be better, but the game still has a lot to offer, even to today. If you go online, it is really, really fun. The online is just absolutely fun. It's a shame I couldn't fit in the online in the game, but I need to update my PS3, so I couldn't really fit it in. But you can check out videos on the internet for the online gameplay. But the game is definitely good. I definitely recommend the game, and I give the game a 7 out of 10, and that's quite a fair rating. The game's not great, but it's definitely worth checking out. Um, Before I go, another thing I have to mention about the game is the level design is very, very good. I'm not sure what the engine they were using to make the game, but it was definitely a good game. So anyway, guys, I hope you watch my other reviews. It's the summer special, so go out there, sit back and enjoy yourselves and watch a Command Engineer video. All I can other say is please subscribe. Until next time, see you guys.